morning. Sean here from Remax Presidential and my friend Ray,
What's up, guys?
my marketing guru here. Ray from Onset Media. So what we talking about, Ray, today?
So today, we're going to talk a little bit about automation, how to be able to automate your system to avoid you hitting the button to send or schedule or plan a post. So it's something that you can automate your life, which makes life a little bit easier when it's done correctly.
Yeah, that's such a great subject because marketing automation is big because I can tell you my story as a realtor, real estate agent. I'm good with sales. I'm good with building relationship, but then I was never good with the marketing. Of course, learned a lot of things. Down it took a lot of time to learn, things.
Yeah.
But automation is very, very important. I can tell you one thing is one thing automation does is it get the work done.
Yes, absolutely. You know, it's weird. I was just thinking about this. Last weekend I remember being away somewhere and seeing how automation plays the lives in many places today. When you go to Publix, right, a regular supermarket, there's an automatic cashier where you literally just scan everything and it kind of takes everything into place. Notice how much that has evolved in there and every place as well, just to avoid the labor of doing this and that. They utilize those resources somewhere else. Yes. So again, same thing for you as a business owner.
Yeah, so definitely, the work get done. And number two, I believe like another important aspect is it saves a lot of time. So I do not have to schedule every single day, and it's just a headache.
You're absolutely right. One of the things that I was struggling with is when I would set something up 2 weeks in advance. And then I would be worried that it won't go out or go out at an incorrect time because something has changed. And that's a fear I had to get rid of and go away from. So now I'm able to set things up 2 weeks, 3 weeks in advance without that fear. Again, you'd have to make a change if necessary, but having it automatic just seems to, you can focus on other things. Life is just so much easier when you take on this method.
Yeah. And the other thing, look, we're human. We can get maybe a couple of days, the throat is not good. And then what? I can't do any videos,
Right.
Or can't even go outside or take picture of the property or a neighborhood or whatever it is.
Mm-hmm.
So automation is very, very important, scheduling in advance. What do you say, just 2 weeks, ahead, or sometimes maybe 4 weeks ahead of time. So that's the way.
Yeah, for
you're
sure.
free. Not anything can happen for a week.
So, and then let's talk about the tools that are out there with this, right? So, like if you're gonna set up posts on all your platforms, when you talk about you want to set some things up in LinkedIn and Google My Business and Facebook, as we know, Instagram, and some of the other social platforms as well. Again, some of them allow, some of them don't allow. And there's something, one called Hootsuite, very popular platform out there that you kind of set it and forget it. And I think they have a free offer or a limited offer as you start to play around. And guess what? This is a great stepping stone to your world of automation. Again, if you start setting up and looking to plan out your week or your month or whatever it may be, I would tell you always start off small, then you go into larger chunks. But if you to start off, in a week's time, go to Hootsuite, play around, set up your post for whatever category, and stick with one or two. Don't do all just yet, and then from there you can kind of expand more and be able to do all of them at the same time based on what you want to do. So that's one very important one. Are you familiar with Hootsuite, Sean?
Yeah, Hootsuite. I did use Hootsuite. I believe it gives like up to 3 channel free version.
Yep.
So that's good actually to start with. And again, what you are talking about, the social media automation, posting automation. So that's definitely a good, very, very important subject. Hootsuite, it definitely helps. What other way we can do, Ray?
There's another one. There's another one called Buffer. And Buffer does exactly very similar to it. I kind of call Buffer the Apple of it, right? The let's make it easy and simple for anyone that's not a professional on it. And guess what? They have a low cost option as well, and it does the exact same things. I know some of the platforms are limited depending on which which company you use from one to the other, but it's something you can start off with. And again, I always recommend people not staying with the free version. I think they should upgrade if there's something that it's going to save them a minute of their week. That minute is worth so much money. Right. So utilize that and kind of look into these platforms to see if you want to consider making those things a lot easier for you. And again, these things are platforms that literally, when you want to post to Facebook and Instagram, it's literally in this program. It makes it easy. The only thing that makes it hard sometimes is integrating it from Instagram into this platform, because there's some permissions you have to do with Facebook to allow that to happen if you're utilizing these platforms.
Yes. The other thing also, Ray, is all the social media platform, they use the algorithm.
Yes.
So, putting in a particular time, particular day on, the consistency. So they do value the consistency. So that's the way we get more organic view.
And let me just say something about that. So you're exactly right. You want to be able to set up a good time. And some of them even suggest the best times. So you don't have to really figure those things out, relying on what you use. But one thing that you got to keep in mind, whenever you're setting up you kind of set that post out, you want to try to get engagement. Engagement is key in this day and age, right? The day and age we're talking about is here we are in February 2022. Again, we could just post like some of us do. But when you want to get engagement, then these companies, I was about to say YouTube and Facebook, what they do, they literally start saying, hey, guess what? I think I know someone that may like your content because of the dialogue back and forth, which is the most important when you're scheduling these things. Very important. And some people do it and some people don't. So I definitely want to make sure I send that out.
Very good. So bottom line is the automation is the way to go. And there are we just spoke about 4 different reasons to do the social media posting automation.
That's right.
So
that's right. There's one more thing I wanted to say as I just came into my head. There's so many artificial intelligence based off these systems that automate. Again, Automate.io is a perfect example, and they do exactly that, where they want to be able to post it there and send you an email and send it to your project board and so on. And there's a process to that you can sign up for, but you can use, and you get more information. That's why you start off with the free or the easy ones, right? Make sure you get yourself on a schedule. Once you get in a schedule, then consider that being able to graduate. So now you can hook up things like Zapier and stuff like that and get those emails alerts or the text message alerts. Because now that you're better at scheduling, now you can go to the next level. So I hope that's, this is a piece of advice I wanted to share out there.
No, definitely. That's very important.
Yes.
So again, automation is the way to go. Let's automate things so you can save your time and get the things done.
Yes.
And that's the key. Get the posting done. People has to see you out there. Knowing things doesn't help until unless people know that what we know as a professional, and that's where the business comes from.
That's right.
So hopefully, this information will help you to automate your social media posting. Ray and I, we will going to come up with more the live video about different automation. So keep following us. Again, the Calendly link is here. Click it to make an appointment with Ray. He'll be happy to talk about automation on any marketing subject. And see you guys next week, 11 o'clock on Thursday.
Thank you so much, Sean. That was a great job, man. Great explanation, great breakdown.
Okay.
Take care.